Hey everyone! Welcome to a new episode in the Paragon Characters series in Unreal Engine. Today, we're going to learn how to modify the animations that come with Paragon characters. We'll do it using only Unreal Engine. I'm the developer of Dungeon Forge Legacy, an RPG I'm currently working on, and I love sharing my game dev tips with you. If you enjoy this kind of content, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. By the end of this tutorial, you'll know how to easily edit existing animations. The animations for Paragon characters are located in the Animations folder inside your character's main folder. I'll start from a jump animation to create a crouch animation. Always duplicate the original animation before modifying it. Here, we're using Jump Recovery Additive. As the name suggests, this is an additive animation. Unreal Engine will automatically blend the base animation with this additive layer to create the final result. This animation represents the recovery phase after a jump. It starts in a standing pose, goes through a crouched pose in the middle, and returns to a standing idle. Our goal is to create 3 animations: stand to crouch, static crouch pose, and crouch to stand. Move the timeline cursor to the frame where the character is fully crouched. Right-click. You'll see options like Cut, Append, Insert Frames, or Remove Frames before or after this point. We're going to delete all the frames after this crouched pose. This gives us a clean stand to crouch transition. The big advantage of this method is that it keeps perfect stylistic consistency with the original Paragon animations. Make sure to rename your new animation sequence with a clear name, like crouch_down. Now, duplicate the original animation again to create the reverse transition. Go back to the same crouched frame, then delete all the frames before it this time. Note that the original animation ends nicely in idle, but doesn't always start from a perfect idle pose. Pro tip: you can also reverse the playback of an animation to get the opposite effect. Finally, duplicate the original animation one last time to create the static crouched pose. Delete everything before and after the crouched frame. You're left with a single frame, a static crouched pose. Since this animation is set to additive, you can layer it on top of a walking animation to simulate crouched walking. It's not as perfect as a dedicated crouch walk animation, but it works great. This is a different approach from my tutorial number 5 in this series named Add Crouch Animation, where I imported external animations from Mixamo. Editing existing animations helps you avoid style inconsistencies. I'll quickly show you the modified Anim Graph for inspiration. For a full step-by-step on the Anim Graph, check out tutorial number 5. In the jump state of the Anim Graph, I've added the new crouch animations we just created. The condition to trigger them is when the Boolean variable isCrouched is set to true. From there, we have a smooth transition from the idle animation to the crouch animation, followed by a loop on the crouched pose using the Apply Additive node. The Apply Additive node blends our new additive animation on top of the current one. That means if the character is walking, they will crouch smoothly while continuing to walk at the same time. Double-clicking on the animation node in the graph opens the animation sequence we just created. It is perfect for checking everything is linked correctly. I applied the exact same method to create the static crouched animation, which then loops on itself. We use the exact same principle for the stand-up animation. To trigger the transition back to standing, we check if the isCrouched variable is set to false. Once again, we use the Apply Additive node to layer the third animation we created, the one that transitions from crouch back to idle. In the final part, we'll see how to make precise modifications to an existing animation, for example to adjust a weapon's position. If you're enjoying this video, please drop a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. Duplicate an animation and rename it. Open the new animation sequence. Paragon characters have a special feature: weapons are treated as bones in the skeleton. In the skeleton tree panel on the left, search for the sword bone and select the top parent bone in the weapon hierarchy. Adjust its position/rotation/scale as desired. Click the Add Key button in the top toolbar. An additive animation track will be automatically created in the timeline. Your change is now saved at that exact time. Double-click the new track to open the curve editor. You can add more keys by right-clicking and Add Key. You can move them, or type exact values to create a real animation curve. You can repeat this at different points in the animation to fine-tune the sword movement over time. For more complex edits, the modern way is to bake the animation into a control rig. That's it for today. If you liked this introduction to editing animations in Unreal Engine, give it a thumbs up. Support the channel by subscribing. If you'd like a dedicated tutorial on control rig, let me know in the comments. See you soon for the next episode. Take care and happy game dev.